here I share to you my experimental an initiative uh, for our safety doing our charging the LiPo battery. Everything here, this is we have look at. Um, okay, we have to feed it now to watt meter so that it will read the voltage from the 12 volts that plug to the EC. The next, the this one, the protection relay charge controller. We have to look. This is the first time that I use this for our experiment. If it really works, all of these systems. This one is the protection board. Provide discharge the current and short circuit. If any abnormal voltage from the stored to the battery, that's BMS will automatic sense, then the relay will stop. Okay, you have to program the high and low of this relay so that it will function based on what voltage of the LiPo that you are being charged. The low not lower than 3.6 in its cells. It should be maybe 5% from 3.6 to higher. This one is the active balancer of the battery, the new BMS. Actually, you can incorporate these two. Although the first BMS, there is also an equalizer, but we have to, since there is an experimental, we have to separate the two so that we can sure if it really works. Since the first BMS, the first protection BMS is we have to assign it for the protection only from the voltage going in for charging. So they are different purpose. Okay, this one battery from our Hobson Zino, this is already with a problem in one cell. So look at, we have to try it now. What's the existing voltage stored in this 3S? Look at, this is our Capitest checker controller. Okay, that's the first IS 4202. Look at the difference. The second S 3.980 and the 3S is 3.998. Look at, that's the total voltage in about 99% stored voltage. Okay, we have to insert it now. So help me to what's this one? Actually, I make this not for me. This is to our hobby. Our battery to our drone or anywhere you want to use. If this is works, I share this because I want we have to work it together. Then if you have an idea, also you have to share also to us. Because we cannot make a difference if we only know, if we have only that knowledge. So we have to share to everybody so that there's a change, there is a safety. That's why I make this. Okay, look at look at the two, the relay and the watt meter. Look at, once the read is light up, it means to say the relay it function to its purpose. So the voltage, the current, the power is already going in charging the battery, passing all the module that we are sitting in. Okay, everything is work normal. The current flowing going in is 4.41 amperes. Then the voltage, since we are using the 12 volts but power supply, the reading is 12.18 volts. Then the current is uh, 4.5 watts in power. The other below at the left side, that's the reading, the WP, the VM is that is the WP, the current R, watt R, the current energy, voltage, I don't know yet all that abbreviation, but that's the reading. That's the current, the power, and uh, voltage stored to the battery right now. To everybody that don't know yet about how to use this wattmeter. Okay, everything's look at, there is a, you have to run off because the reading from the relay voltage and the wattmeter is only few. We have to run off. Okay, since as of now we don't know yet how to adjust that we are that perfectly given the same voltage of the two modules. Okay, help me watch this, guys. If this is really works, you don't have to be worried because everything, especially the relay, if it will cut, if there is an abnormal voltage to the LiPo, it will the relay will shut off or will cut the line, the positive line, so it will stop. With the help also the module of BMS, as of this time we don't know yet because this is my first time testing all of these electronic protection modules, since this is an experimental, helping us, to everybody, to all my subscribers watching now. So you can make a comments, you can make a opinion or any information that you can help us of these experimental projects to our for our battery, because LiPo battery is not a joke. If you forgot to cut it during charging, you caught fire on this. So we have to be very careful on making any good. Okay, guys, continue watching. Okay, 12, 21, and 12, 12. So okay, the reading of wattmeter and the reading of the relay, it's the same. Look at then the current of the charging still going on, and the power. So look at, so it means to say the 12.16 volts, that means to say that's the voltage already inside the battery. You look at 1216 volts, that the 6.0 something, that's the power inside the battery. So since I'm not familiar with this one, um, since there is no brochure together when I buying this watt meter, I don't know yet as of now how to know everything is this right. But what I think is, as of now, if it works, that that's the protection only for lipo. Okay, still working. We are at 16% charging right now. Charging time 16%. That's the charging time, not the uh, you cannot say that the percentage stored to the battery. Okay. Okay. Everything is working normal. Okay. Although the charging is slow, maybe because we are using only 12 volts power supply with 1 ampere. Okay, still the voltage not change, so still at normal charging. And the current and the watch, the watch, the W is, that's the energy, that's the power passing through. Okay, look at the relay. Don't worry if the display will off. Actually, that maybe that's the program it that will off in a few minutes. Then you have to turn it on again. Don't worry with that. Okay, the battery is still at normal, not yet heating up. Maybe we have to replace a higher voltage power supply. We have to use the 15 volts of Hubsan Zeno. Although that's a higher voltage where we're gonna use so that it will fast charging, then so that we're not consuming a lot of time, since this is an experiment. Then the battery that we are using right now is faulty. Once we are very careful is the module of the BMS, the input of that BMS, since it is 3S, that's about the higher is about 12.60 to 12.70. You have to be very careful. Okay, look at the supply. Since we are replacing to 15 volts, the reading is still at 28 degrees, so that's normal. The voltage right now is getting higher, but still that's a normal because we are using 15 volts. So it's a big difference from 12 volts that we previously used. There is a difference of 4.7 volts. Okay, look at the spike. The 14.8, it's in something volts suddenly display and the relay stop. So it means to say the relay function on its purpose. So the current flowing going to the battery, to the module, so stop. So it really works. It stopped at 33% of charging. The reading is 12.33, 20 something, what we call this, something 12.3 or 12.33 something. 12 point battery now to the stop at the maybe the display is not still, and maybe they program it so that there is a reference. Okay, look at. So the BMS sends maybe an abnormal voltage to the LiPo, so it sends, then given feedback to the relay, then the relay stop providing more charging, so it cut off. So it works, all the setup, it works fine. It protects our battery not to caught fire, the BMS, the relay, and the wattmeter display, right, the difference, the voltage during charging and the voltage spike after was cut off by the relay. So it's then the reading previously, and next reading we have to compare it, so that we have a reference, that if really works what we're done right now. We have to compare this, if this balancer, the equalizer. Actually, we have found out that the BMS short circuit protector works well, and only this active equalizer BMS we have to look if really works. Okay, we can compare it later on. I have to feed, if it, I want to feed everything with this one. We have to help together, guys. Share us, share, and make a video also. We have to work together for our safety, our secure, because this is not a joke using LiPo battery. I'm worried if we are stacking a lot in our house, because it's not good to keep this in warm places. You have to put it down in a safe place, so that if there is a fire, it will not cause a big problem. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, make a comment. Bye bye.